Hi, it's Caitlin, and I think I'm actually gonna start crying, which is kind of embarrassing, but it's honest. I'm feeling very grateful and emotional about my new collab with Cracked Polish. I actually just sat down to start recording this video, and for the first time I'm reading Monique's description about the collab that I am sharing with you today, and that's what got me. So yes, I have a brand new collab launching with Cracked Polish, and I could not be more excited. This one is really, really special to me and Monique as well. And honestly, I am so incredibly grateful for every single one of you. I don't know if I express it enough in my videos, but I hope you know how much you all mean to me and how much these incredible opportunities to help create nail polish and maybe spread a little joy and positivity and sparkle with what I do into your lives every day. So I gotta keep it together. I want to talk about this collab. So we have 5 polishes. This is Cracked's first 5-piece collection. And the theme and inspiration behind this one is manifesting positivity and sparking joy and hope for the year ahead. Now, this collection will be launching on December 26th, Boxing Day, on the Cracked Polish website. It'll be at the usual time, which is 8 a.m. Pacific or 11 a.m. Eastern. And of course, as always, you can use my affiliate code, Caitlin Swatches, to save 10% on your purchase. And I also will be receiving a portion of the proceeds of each bottle sold for the next 6 months. And the really exciting thing is that this collab is not going to be limited. These will be part of the permanent Cracked Polish lineup, which is also a complete honor because I am a huge Cracked Polish fan, and to know that these polishes that Monique created with my ideas and inspirations will be living on in the Cracked Polish lineup just means the world to me. I won't read the thing that Monique wrote that made me cry. I'll just put it down in the description in her words. It's just so kind and nice. And I do want to be just equally as kind and nice back to Monique because she is honestly such a visionary, such a professional, so hardworking, so smart, so beautiful, so kind, and so talented. And honestly, I just love working with Monique, and the fact that she reached out and wanted to do a collab with me was an absolute no-brainer. And I think that everything we have created together is just very, very special. And of course, the backdrop for this collection and the inspiration behind the polishes is obviously acknowledging everything that's going on in the world. And it's been just really hard for so many of us, and just, I think everyone in general, even on the tiniest scale. I mean, unless you're maybe a mega billionaire, you're having a fabulous time. But I think everybody else with any tiny piece of a soul in them knows that it's dark. So I wanted to create something that is sparkly, hopeful, and just beautiful. I don't know. Oh, there's other things you need to know. So I will also be swatching some new jellies that are launching on the same day on the Crack site. And I also want to mention that there is a giveaway. So there are going to be 2 winners, and each will be getting a set of my collab with Cracked Polish. There'll be 1 winner for Canada and 1 winner for the US. So I'll include all of the contest rules down in the description and a link to the Google form where you will submit your information. But I would love for you to leave a comment letting me know how you let the light in. That is sort of tied to one of the names of one of the polishes. And also the concept and idea for that came from the fact that this is a collab with Cracked. So there is a Leonard Cohen song. That's not where I originally heard it. I actually heard it from Boy Genius, who referenced the Leonard Cohen song. But essentially, when there are cracks in things, I think it's actually a grief concept that ties back to like a Japanese word, kintsugi. When a piece of pottery cracks, there's like an art form where you put it back together using gold. So where things are cracked, they become more beautiful with those cracks in them. And then also, and maybe this is unrelated, but I don't know, they're all kind of together in my mind. That's how my brain works. But when things crack, that's how the light gets in. Even in the darkest moments where there's cracks, there is hope, there is light getting in. So I'm gonna start crying again. Guys, I have to pull it together. Let me know in the comments how you are cultivating joy, peace for yourself, beauty in the world. If you're doing anything to help others, let me know how you're letting the light in, and then make sure you fill out the Google form, which is linked below. I'll draw a winner. I don't remember what date. I think it's like the 28th I said. Anyway, I will email you if you've won, so check your email and reply to me, because I'll need your address so I can give it to Monique to ship out your polishes. One more thing, Monique and I created a sticker. This was Monique's idea. She makes the best stickers. The little story behind it is that on my email signature, whenever Monique emails me, my signature is "Have a sparkly day." So she was like, let's create a sticker because I love that expression. And let's make it look like those little grocery bags you get that say "Have a nice day." So absolutely love what Monique created, and hopefully you do too. And I think that's everything you need to know. And of course, I'm going to talk about the inspiration behind each polish, and I'm just really excited for you to see what we made. So let's get into it. We are going to start with the polish that literally started it all, with this collab. It's called Sparkle Forward, and officially described as a soft lavender with blue and pink shimmers and silver reflective glitters. Now, when Monique first reached out to me, this was my rough idea. I said, some sort of super sparkly glitter forward polish with hollow and a bit of silver reflective glitter in a sheerish, slightly tinted base with a strong blue-purple shift. And maybe that's the name, Sparkle Forward, kind of like falling forward, but we want people to sparkle forward into the new year. So that's where this one came from, and that's where the name originated. And this one I love. I mean, I love everything, but this one is so perfect, I think, for this time of year. It is on the sheer side, so I am going to show it layered momentarily, but if you want to wear it on its own, you can certainly do that, as I've done here in 3 coats plus top coat. You are still seeing a bit of my free edge, but the shimmer is very strong and the sparkle is unbelievable. So very, very excited for you to see this one. As I move my hands around, the shimmer is quite gorgeous as well. This is like nothing I've really seen before. It's nothing I have in my collection. So leave it to Monique to create this gorgeous polish from my rambling ideas. And I will add that this looks amazing even when there is no sun. It still somehow manages to be sparkly. It's just so beautiful to me. And in terms of application, I thought the formula was perfect. And I will note it may be a little more difficult to remove. There is a tiny, tiny bit of hollow in there, but it's small. It won't really be difficult to remove. You just might need to scrub a little more than with a regular cream or shimmer. And now for some layering fun. These are all cracked polishes available in the shop. On my index finger, Fool Me One Coat, which is their black. On my middle finger, I used Vanille, which was a recent-ish sort of off-white jelly. And on my ring finger, Lavender Chai. This was sort of to mimic the color of the base. And on my pinky, Blue Bell Bonnet to sort of add a little contrast. I think that this looks great in one coat if you want a softer look, but if you want a little more intensity, a little more sparkle, a little more of that base shimmer showing through, you can definitely throw on a second coat or 3, whatever you want to do. It will layer up beautifully, and I just think that this is incredibly versatile. So I actually didn't really think of this initially as being a topper, but Kat, who is Freedom of Masculinity on Instagram, reached out to congratulate me on the collab and suggested that this be used as a topper, and I'm so glad they did because there is so many possibilities with Sparkle Forward and the next polish you're about to see. I think that Sparkle Forward looks incredible, in particular over Vanille and the black. It just really gives it a totally different look. So this polish is not a one-trick pony. She can do it all, and I'm sure there are many more layering combos, but these ones really jumped out at me, and I just think it's really fun. It just is such a different way to look at this polish. So thanks to Kat for the suggestion to layer this. And next up we have Mind Like a Diamond. Now this one is a sheer blue with blue shimmers and silver reflective glitters. So Mind Like a Diamond is a prototype of Sparkle Forward, and when Monique sent them to me, I was like, I don't know how I pick. So I asked Monique if we could include both, and she generously said yes. And I am really glad that they both made it into this collab because they're both actually quite different and they bring something really special to the table, and I don't think there was any way I could have let this one go. So the story behind the name is I was actually reading a book by Tara Brach called Radical Acceptance, and in that book she talks about the Buddhist concept of a diamond mind. So it's a mental state where you have achieved profound clarity and strength, and you're able to sort of cut through ignorance and illusion and see the world clearly through this diamond mind. And also going along with the theme of sparkling forward, of hope, of trying to be the best version of yourself that you can be, and just trying to create positivity, which probably sounds really corny, but it's what I've needed to work through in the past 6 months. Really, I've been really trying. So this polish symbolizes that, and hopefully you're just enjoying how beautiful it is, because at the end of the day, it's just a stunning nail polish, and I absolutely love this one. Again, on its own in 3 coats plus top coat, or as we're going to see now, layered. So again, I did Vanille because I just think that is such a perfect white jelly from the Cracked lineup, and one Fool Me One coat, which is the fabulous black that Monique created. And this one, when you layer it, you really see that strong blue shimmer. This one, in comparison to Sparkle Forward, has less of the holographic rainbow glitter, and this one just has, again, that mesmerizing, intense blue glow to it. This one also looks fantastic in 1 coat layered, or I will build it up on a few of my fingers in 2 coats so you can get a taste for how it looks when you choose to wear it as a topper. I absolutely love the fluidity of this formula. So easy to work with. Again, it may require a tiny bit of scrubbing to remove, but these reflective glitters and shimmer in here are just absolutely stunning. And I'm like low-key obsessed with this polish, this entire collab, so I'm really hoping you're digging what you're seeing so far. And next up we have It Must Be Magic. And this one is described as a deep purple with holographic pigments, but there is also some sort of like purpley shimmer in here that's really special and unique. So this one is just kind of like a fun little hollow. I love dark colors, and this one is just a really interesting shade of deep purple, but it's a bit gray, and the hollow in here is really interesting. It's not in your face linear holographic, but it gives a really interesting staticky quality like an old TV, and it's also a solid 2-coater. So it definitely needs top coat because it dries dull, and that top coat will also help enhance the holographic effect. As you will hopefully see, it's hard to get the full sense of this one. My camera would not pick it up, but trust me, in the sunlight, this is really something else. And in terms of the name for this one, it was actually like a cute little illustration my sister sent me on Pinterest or Instagram. It said It Must Be Magic. And also one of my favorite songs is called You Can Do Magic by America. I literally can't control myself when I hear that song. I don't know what it does to me. It just makes me feel really good. So I thought that I would sort of bring a nod to that into this collab. And this is just so interesting and stunning. I really haven't seen this kind of holographic effect before. Like I said, it's kind of magic. It's kind of hidden in there. It's staticky. You get rainbow. It's just really cool. I just really love it. And now we have That's How the Light Gets In. This one is a black jelly with pink, green, purple iridescent flakies and silver reflective glitters. Now this was another original idea when I shared it with Monique. I said, this is very Tumblr 2012 of me, but I still love a black jelly base filled with hollow flakes and glitter to give a instant galaxy effect. I said I'm not sure if it's passe or whatever, but something vampy as the base would be awesome. Now, this surpassed anything I could have ever dreamed of. It is so much more than an instant galaxy. It is absolutely stunning, and it's also rainbowy. There's pink and purple in there. It just feels so me, and I love what Monique created here. So this one does have a jelly base. You will want to build it up in 3 coats, or you might want to layer it over a black cream if you prefer that. But this one is so much fun. I absolutely love this one. It's really unlike anything else I have in my collection. And the name for this one, I talked about it in the intro of my video and got very emotional about it, but essentially inspired by a Leonard Cohen lyric by way of Boy Genius, because I don't actually listen to Leonard Cohen, talking about how, I think it's a song, it's like his anthem song or something, but essentially there's a crack in everything and that's how the light gets in. And also it's a cracked polish collab, so it just felt like it needed to be here, and yeah, it felt very full circle. So this one, I chased the sun around my house, and yeah, the vacuum's on the floor. I'm everywhere. It's not aesthetic, it's not cute, but I really wanted to capture this one in as many ways as possible because it is next level gorgeous, and Monique was really excited to create this with the reflective glitter. She said lurid lacquer really inspired her to start playing with reflective glitters, and she totally nailed it with this one. It's got a beautiful formula. It applies easily. It'll be a little difficult to remove again. Just you will require a tiny bit more effort to scrub, but it's not super difficult. The glitter is still very small, and it smooths out with 1 layer of top coat, which is amazing. So for anyone who's still a little bit 2012 Tumblr, this one's for you, this one's for me, and hopefully you're just loving what you're seeing as we work through the polishes. And last but certainly not least, we have Radical Compassion, which is a magenta with purple aurora shimmers and flecks of pink glitter. Now this one, I don't even know if I asked for this, but Monique just created it and sent it to me, and I was like, okay, how does this not make it into the collection? Because it's amazing. It is so bright. It's super glowy. I mean, it's magenta. It's one of my favorite nail colors. It's got holographic glitter, but it's all perfectly integrated. And I was on a Tara Brach Buddhism and mindfulness kick, trying to work through some very stressful moments in my life, which, you know, they happen to all of us. So I was looking to that for inspiration and hope. And I read her book, Radical Compassion, which I encourage anyone to read. It is very powerful. It worked really well for me. And when I told Monique about the name for this one, she said, yeah, the world needs more of that radical compassion right now. This one is stunning. It is so glowy. The hollow in there, it's not overpowering. It's just like perfectly done. But when the sun hits it or the light hits it, you get this gorgeous twinkle. It's again like nothing I have in my collection, and leave it to Monique to create it. I love this polish. I will recommend a very good base coat. I use the crack polish base coat. I used it once. I used the polish once without base coat, and I think it could stain your nails, but then I used the crack polish sticky base coat the next time and I was good. So do use a base coat with this one if you don't want any staining. And yeah, it looks amazing in every light. Like here it's like dark and it still looks glowy and gorgeous. And again, really not difficult to remove, but you do want a generous layer of top coat to smooth out the glitter. And now we're going to look at the new jellies that are also launching. Yay, more jellies. I love cracked polish jellies. So we have Carbon Copy, which is a black jelly, but this to me is like a sheer smoky black. There's something a little different to it. And this one is very sheer, so it's going to be amazing for making a glitter sandwich with. And now in hindsight, I'm like, oh my god, I should have done a jelly sandwich with Carbon Copy, and that's how the light gets in, or maybe even mine like a diamond. Oh my goodness, there's so many options. Anyway, this one, however, if you want to build it up in 3 coats, you are still definitely going to see some of your nail underneath. You're going to see free edge if you have any. I didn't here, but this is definitely something that I'm going to be wearing. I'm going to be using it for layering for sure. And top coat will just make it look even more squishy and delicious. And here we have Squish Squish, which is an adorable name. It is an emerald corelli, and this one is just absolutely gorgeous. It is a beautiful, beautiful shade of emerald, very jewel toned. It builds up really nicely in 3 coats. I guess that's because it's a corelli versus a jelly, so there's a little bit more of a opacity to the formulation. And this one is just beautiful. I absolutely love this particular shade. It's very squishy, as the name implies, and it is going to be best built up in 3 coats. That's going to get you pretty darn close to opacity, and you will certainly want top coat to maintain that squishy, juicy, jelly, crelly look. I have the jelly of the month, which is Don't Teal My Thunder, a emerald teal jelly. So this one is a little more green in comparison to Squish Squish, and it is certainly sheerer. Again, totally love that Monique offers some very sheer jellies and some really buildable, crelly options. So I personally love this as someone with very short nails. I think that these kinds of jellies are really fun to wear and build up. They just give a very modern manicure, and I absolutely love the shade of this one. Again, it's going to get you pretty close to opacity in 3 coats, even though it started out surprisingly sheer, and you will definitely want top coat, and this will look more sheer like in very bright lighting. But if you're not under direct lights, it won't look as sheer on your nail. So hopefully my videos help you see what I'm trying to explain. And yeah, this one, again, gorgeous color. And I wanted to include Snap Back, which Monique shared with me. This one is a charity polish, and it's obviously in response to the, I guess, repealing of SNAP benefits. I'm not in the US, but I try to follow the news. So every shade sold, $3 will go to Nourish Peace County. And so far, they've actually raised $1,000 for the charity. So still going strong. This one is a deep blue with a hint of purple crelly and large orange to gold shifting particle shimmer. And Cracked here says they pulled a prototype to raise money for families in need. Everyone has a right to and deserves access to food, which I could not agree with more. So this one is absolutely stunning in 3 coats plus top coat. And the shimmer in here is just magnificent in the way it actually stands out against that really deep base. I can't pick favorites. I love this collection, and I'm gonna be honest, it's one of those collections that I absolutely love when I see it together. I think this is just so perfectly cohesive. This is just a really incredible set of polishes. I love each and every one of them, and I can't pick favorites. I'm not even going to try. And I would just love to hear your thoughts on this collab. Please let me know, of course, when you leave your comment for your contest entry, let me know, of course, how you're letting the light in and fill out the Google form. But also maybe let me know which of the polishes you're most excited about, or if you love them all equally like I do. And I just really want to thank Monique for approaching me to do this collab, for being so open to my ideas, for perfectly executing like on the first go. Initially, we were actually only going to do a duo or a trio, and then Monique sent me all these prototypes and I couldn't choose. So what was a duo definitely turned into a trio, a quad, and then a 5-piece, because I just couldn't not let them go. Like, there's just something so special about these polishes, and I am just honored to have this collab with Monique. I'm honored that it's going to live on permanently in the Cracked Polish lineup. And I don't know, I guess that's it for this video. I just want to say thank you as well to each and every single one of you. I'm so grateful for the fact that you choose to spend your time with me, the fact that I can offer you something positive or enjoyable and just be a part of your day or your week or month, or if you ever tune in at all. Like, it just means the world to me. And I'm gonna try not to cry again. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope you love what we created. And if you want a discount when you purchase the polishes, again, my affiliate code is Caitlin Swatches. Don't forget to enter the giveaway. All of the details are down in the description, and you can grab these December 26th, which is after Christmas. So also Merry Christmas if you're celebrating Christmas. Happy Hanukkah, Kwanzaa. I don't know what else is happening right now. Any holiday, I'm just gonna wish you happy holidays, and I hope that you sparkle forward with us into the new year with these polishes on your nails. Please tag me on social media, I guess specifically Instagram, because that's really the only place I am. So tag me if you wear any of these polishes. I want to see them on your nails because you're all going to wear them and they're going to look beautiful on you. And yeah, I guess that's it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Have a sparkly day. Okay, bye.